Easy question. Who are you? What's your role? And who do you work for?
Hi, I am Uri, VP Product at Harness.io.
And what news do you want to share with us today?
So maybe before we talk about a very exciting announcement that we have, we can talk a little bit about Harness, in case you don't know us. So Harness' mission is to improve developer experience and reduce the toil from the development and delivery process. And when we came out of stealth about 7 years ago, our first product was a CD, continuous delivery, which simplify and modernize the delivery process for teams especially focused on cloud-native applications, such as Kubernetes and serverless. And even before, 7 years ago, before AI was so prominent, we used machine learning to optimize the delivery process and determine if the result of the deployment is what you expected. So we analyze data from multiple sources to understand the outcome of the release, to help you understand the outcome and to decide what the next steps are. And that was 7 years ago. We grew the portfolio quite significantly since then, and we have a very comprehensive DevOps platform. So we started with CD, we now have also a CI, Git repository, feature flag management, chaos engineering, and many other products, all on the same DevOps platform. So it's a very comprehensive platform. We are also big sponsors of multiple open source projects. So we sponsor a Litmus project, which is a CNCF project in the in the chaos engineering project. We are big sponsors of OpenTOFO. We had a great day yesterday here at KubeCon. We have Drone, which is a very popular open source CI tool. It's also part of our platform. So we're big on open source. And last month we had a very exciting announcement. We announced Harness Open Source, which is a complete DevOps platform, which is open source and also very lightweight. So it helps you, especially if you are a practitioner just getting started on Kubernetes, to install it on your laptop and get it up and running in like 10-15 minutes.
With that in mind, could you share a little bit about the problems that Harness Open Source is solving?
Yes. So without this, if you want to have a DevOps platform which is open source and lightweight for your Kubernetes applications, what you actually need to do is to stitch multiple products all together. And you have to take care about the integration. You need to make sure you pass tokens from one product to another. You don't have the same user experience across the different products. And you have to juggle between these different products to understand the progress of your code. So it's not great experience. And now with Harness Open Source, you have one product to do all of that together. So in Harness Open Source, we have cloud development environment, we have Git, we have CI, CD, and artifact registry, all in the same product that have the same experience. So it's much better experience for you as a developer.
Can you tell me about Harness's business model?
Yes. So we have a very comprehensive platform. We have 15 different products that are all on the same platform. So if you use all these products together, they don't feel like separate products. They all have the same user experience. They all use the same services. So it's the same pipeline, user management, access control, policy management, dashboard. They're all utilizing the same thing. So it doesn't feel like different products. They all feel like one product with different functionality. However, if you don't want to use the entire platform, you can use just one or two products. For example, you can just use our CI and integrate it with third parties. So if you're using any of these products, they all have different license model based on the value that they provide. But if you're using our platform as a whole, we have one holistic metric, which is users or developers.
And looking towards the future, what can we expect next from Harness Open Source, the Harness platform?
So not much I can say right now. We have many things that we are working on. I would say two major areas of investment is the first one would be AI. We have significant investment on AI. In the last few months, we announced 3 AI assistants. The first one is DevOps Assistant, which help dev teams to manage and optimize their delivery pipelines. The second one is Code Assistant, which help developers to be more efficient. And the last one is QA Assistant, which help you to manage, plan, and execute tests in a very efficient way as part of your CI/CD pipeline. And we have more assistants that we are working on. The second one is open source. So as we mentioned, we announced Harness Open Source, which include cloud development environment, CI, CD, Git repository, and artifact registry. The intent is actually to keep adding more solutions, more functionality to this open source solution. So it will have everything you need as a practitioner to get started with Kubernetes.
What's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
The best way is to just go to our website, harness.io/open source, and give it a try.